I'm Gerald, and this is my brother William, and we are legal clients for the center. Our mother died in 1988, and at that time, she died intestate. We're her two heirs, but her name was still on the deed and title to the property. And so we did not, 32 years ago when she died, I was not familiar with all of the probate process that people are more knowledgeable of today. My brother, who was blind, he lost his vision at 43, and he wanted to stay in the house, but the house needed some work. And a lot of the nonprofit agencies that I contacted at the time would not do the work because our mother's name was still on the deed and title. So I contacted an attorney to see what we can do to remove her name. And this law firm said it was a starting point was $10,000. So I thought that was a bit exorbitant just to get our mother's name off the title, since we are her apparent heirs. As divine providence would have it, my church had, the outreach program had the Heirs Preservation Agency to do a workshop at the church. And I attended that workshop, and they talked about heirs preservation, and they talked about forestry, how people can go to keep their land and help to pay the taxes on the land if they have a lot of trees and that kind of stuff. A whole bunch of services that the agency provides. Attorney Hope Watson was very helpful along the way and getting us on the docket at the court to have my mother's name removed from the deed and title. And just the two of us, our names are now on that deed and title. So he is now open to more services that he would not have been able to if her name was still on the deed and title.
I spoke to Attorney Hope Watson, and then she figured out, explain everything to us.
He prefers staying in his own house, his own independence, and he does well on his own. And so he will now be able to get some of the services again because of his income, a lot of things that he can't do financially. The nonprofit agencies will be able to come in. So having that clear title is a great relief. A great relief. With my mother's name on the property, still on the property, even though she was deceased over 30 years, we were not able to get certain tax exemption, like the 4% tax exemption that he would have qualified for. He would not have been able to get a lot of the services through the nonprofit agencies because her name was on the property. The center is a godsend, and especially for people who don't have the financial means to go and do the title search, hire an attorney to do all of that they need done. The center has done a wonderful job for us, and I'm sure it worked for other people. And in fact, I even mentioned that I hope that workshop that we had at our church would be a regular thing, because it was open to the public, the entire community. So we had people from all over the Sea Island, as far away as Edisto Island, Wadmalaw Island, Johns Island, even the city of Charleston attending that session that Saturday. The center charge, I think it was maybe just to do the deed and the recording, and I think that came out to, in the paperwork, that less than $300. And that's a far cry from $10,000 plus. I couldn't believe it myself. And they no charge for the service, the legal services. Only thing they charged for was, again, filing the paperwork with the courts and the Register of Deeds office and those kinds of things. Well, as I said, I just want to give a shout out to the center, because they have helped us tremendously. And again, when you look at the cost that a law firm had offered, proposed, and what the service we were able to get through the center, there is no comparison. And I feel totally indebted to the center, and I'm sure William does as well.
Just to say, the center really helped us a great deal.